Hello, YouTube. You want to know something really fun? It is 5 o'clock in the morning, and I have not been to bed yet. And so I was on YouTube watching some of my subscriptions, and I came across a TMI tag, which I did already know about, but I didn't expect to be doing it right now. But I was just so bored, and I'm trying to go to bed, and my husband is dead asleep, and I can't sleep. So I'm like, whatever. That's what you guys are here for, right? Alright, so let's begin. What am I wearing? Pajamas. Have I ever been in love? I have been in love. I know I'm in love with my husband. So that's one time. That's one to the good. Alright, so boom. Have I ever had a terrible breakup? Yes. What breakup have I ever had that wasn't terrible? Like every breakup I've had was terrible. Yeah, I've had some pretty ones where I was just like, I cannot live another day. No, I'm never gonna dance again. Yeah, I've had them. So, yeah, I've had some pretty bad breakups. How tall am I? I think I'm about 5'6". I was just in the mirror today, and I told my husband, I'm like, I am not that tall. Like, I always believe myself to be a pretty tall person, but, no, I'm not. I'm not that tall. How much do I weigh? I mean, it's a good question. Like, are you asking how much do I tell the DMV that I weigh? Or are you saying, like, how much does the scale say I weigh? Because those are, like, 30 pounds different. Do I have any tattoos? Yeah, I have 3 tattoos. And I got them all, like, within 2 years. Like, when I turned 18, I got a tattoo that says, "You can do it," right across, right beneath my collarbone. So sometimes it's like a boob tattoo, depending on how you look at it. It was not supposed to be, but it's like right. Let's see if I can get. There you go. Oh, you can see it. You can. And then it says, "Do it." Just believe me. And then I got a tattoo on my ankle for a really close aunt who passed, and I have a tattoo. Let's see. I have a tattoo right there on the inside of my arm for my mom, who she's alive. My mom is alive, but we got the tattoo when she turned 50. She had never gotten a tattoo before. So I'm like, oh, we'll do it together. So we both have infinity signs. She has one on her wrist, and I have one on the inside of my arm, which you don't see all the time. It's a pretty cool placement. Hurt, but it's really cool because it's something that most people don't even know I have. And I have it on the left side, so it's right by my heart, so it's all cool. I love that tattoo. OTP. Okay, so I'm confused by this. I watched My Invisible Chrysalis, who I love, and that's totally like my best friend in the world in my head. And she didn't know what it was meant, but I guess it means like your favorite TV couple is what I read in her comment. My favorite TV couple, Olivia Pope and Fitz from Scandal. I know it's very, very, very tacky, but it's my favorite couple because it's so cute and forbidden, and I love it. But I do not condone cheating on people. Do not cheat on your people. Don't do it. Oh, God. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. My favorite show. And I just watched a video about this, so you guys should have no sympathy for me for not having these answers prepared. Well, first of all, Scandal's not back on TV yet. If Scandal was back on, I would probably be Scandal. I just love how they are able to actually work in storylines that keep me interested. Like, I know that other shows have things that are interesting to people, but I have, like, seriously a real problem. I probably do. So to get a show that actually I care about watching next week, I'm going to remember to watch next week, that takes some skill and talent. So go on ahead, Shonda, because I will be there. But my other favorite show right now is probably the MTV Perfect Match. I like that show a lot because to me it's really interesting that, what would we do if we were able to know who our perfect match was, and how well does that fit into who we want our perfect match to be. I asked my husband, I was like, would you want to know if, like, who your perfect match was? If, like, it wasn't me, would you want to know? And he said no. He said very simply that he wouldn't want to know who his perfect match was because I'm his perfect match, and if I'm not his perfect match, I'm the only person he wants to be with, so it doesn't matter. And I was like, oh, that's why I married you. Oh my God. So hi. Alright, sit. Sit. Hi, YouTube. My name's Turtle. I think that everything is about me. Favorite band? Probably Fall Out Boy is my favorite band ever. Close second and third would have to be Panic! At the Disco. I'm really into AWOL Nation right now. Oh my God, Turtle. Just act like you have some sense sometimes. What with the people? What with the people? Something that I miss. I miss not working. I miss my freshman year when I just went to school and I just complained all the time. I don't remember what I was complaining about because now that I have to go to school and work all the time, oh, I just miss the days when I would go to class, be done by 3, chill out, watch TV, eat macaroni and cheese. Like now there's no days off. There ain't no rest for the wicked, child. So yeah, I miss freshman year when things were a lot easier and I didn't have cats to feed. um, my favorite song right now, my favorite song is probably "I'm the Man" by Aloe Black, because every time I feel like crap and that comes on the radio, I just blast that. I'm just like, yeah, yeah, tell everybody that I'm a beast. It makes everybody feel good, like no matter what situation you're in, what you're going through, yeah, what walk of life, anything. Like everybody has that moment where you're like, yeah, I did it. You know, you get an A on a test, or you get a raise, or you get your tax returns. All right, you know, everybody has that moment where you're just like, I am the man. I love that song right now, and I can't wait. He's coming to Detroit with Bruno Mars in June, and I'm very much hoping that we'll be able to go and see him live because that would be awesome. So that's my favorite song right now. How old am I? I'm 21. It doesn't feel like it. I feel like I'm 31. My zodiac sign is a Sagittarius. The quality I look for in a partner really is honesty. For me, it's all about honesty. That, like, I was literally going to name my first child Honesty because that's all that it is for me. You can be anything else. If you're honest and you can tell me straight up how you feel and where you're at, I'm not going to have to worry about anything else. My favorite quote: until the lion has a historian, the hunter will always be the victor. I believe something goes like that. So basically, you know, if you don't tell your story, then whoever tells is always going to be the one on top. So I like that one. And then, of course, I like the be the change you want to see in the world. That's always what I kind of live by when I do things. Be careful arguing with a crazy man in the street because from the side you can't tell who is who. My favorite actor, probably either Sandra Bullock or Julia Roberts. Those two I kind of trust. If they're going to be in something, I trust that they're not going to lead me astray. I've loved most things they've been in, so if it's got Sandra Bullock or it's got Julia Roberts in it, I'm going to watch it. Women of Osage County. Great movie. I'm about to cry. Oh my God. Good movie. So check it out if you haven't seen it. Loud music or soft? That's loud. All day, every day. I really like trying to make myself go deaf. Where do you go when you're sad? To my husband. How long does it take me to shower? No less than 20 minutes. Showers are always like an all-day production for me. When I get the moments alone to actually like be in the shower with no interruptions, I'm just going to be up in there until like the water freezes. How long does it take you to get ready in the morning? Now that it doesn't take me that long. Most of the things I do the night before to just be ready. I really would sit my clothes out if I were that organized, but like my hair and stuff, the way I tie it up at night, like it's ready that I'm just going to take the scarf off, fluff it up, and keep it pushing. Have I ever been in a physical fight? Maybe a long time ago in my old days before I got it together and found the Lord. A turn on? Ask anybody. Every guy I've been with, I did not like him in the beginning. I had that kind of issue. Attraction and revulsion is kind of the same thing. So if I have a guy that walks in there like little Mr. Know-It-All, I'm just going to be like, ew. Don't be like, ew. Okay. Don't be like me. Turn off? Probably a smell. I can't deal. I can't believe anything that you're giving me. I can't buy nothing that you're selling me. If you can't even wash, which is kind of messed up, because I have heard that Matthew McConaughey kind of, like I've heard that I've read places that he does not smell good. And I'm just like, would that be okay? I might make an exception, for him. Don't tell anybody I said that. The reason I joined YouTube. Uh-oh, is it getting emotional? It is kind of emotional, the reason I joined YouTube. I joined YouTube because I don't know a lot of other people in interracial relationships like mine, where the female is black and the guy is white. I just don't. Like, I'm not saying they don't exist. Obviously they do. But YouTube was the first place that I actually went to find kind of a home or a community of people who were like me, like us. They kind of had some shared experiences. And I started off watching, I want to say Mike and Patricia were the first people I watched. And it just gave me such an outlet to see people who were like us, who, you know, dealt with the same kind of stuff as us, but were positive and just overwhelmingly positive. And of course, I run into watching Gabe and Babe, who really were a very big part of like kind of getting out of my depression about things, because it can get rough being in an interracial relationship on both sides. Seriously, like, they were my friends. Like, people always say, you're my friend in my head or whatever. They really were. Like, I really would come home from work and I would get excited if they would put a new vlog up or something like that, because it would give me a chance to get out of my tiny little world and get to see people like me, living their day-to-day life. And, you know, what is it like to have a white husband? Because at that time, when I first started watching YouTube, we weren't married yet. We were engaged. We were planning our wedding, but they gave me so much strength and so much inspiration. Seeing them gave me hope that, you know, you can have, you know, good lives. You can travel. You can have children. Like, you know, Gabe and Babe, they have a beautiful son. And, you know, you're going to deal with things, but you'll be all right. You know, you will be okay. And I thought, why don't I do that? Why don't I do the same thing, you know, for maybe like younger people who are also in interracial relationships or interracial marriages or whatever, or just, you know, just young people looking for an outlet as well. It was also hard because you know, I'm 21, I've already been married a year. That's hard. A lot of people my age were partying and drinking and this and this and that, and that's not what we do. My husband and I, we just don't do that. And so going to YouTube, I could have married friends, even though I don't have real married friends, too many. I had married friends where I can, you know, go to dinner with Jamie and Nikki or whatever, and have people like me. So I know there are people who are getting married young. I know that there are people who are also in interracial relationships and maybe having a hard time. And I just feel like if my life just somehow can help one person, just one person, it doesn't have to be 6 million subscribers. If just one person gains something from watching my life with my husband, or just my life alone, and seeing that, you know, there is somebody out there who understands, then it's worth it. It's absolutely worth it. Oh, there's my little spiel. My fears. I do have still a pretty crippling fear of failure. I worry so much about it. I feel like I have so much pressure to do well in life and be successful and beat so many different stereotypes and stereotypes and statistics that I worry so much about, you know, ever messing up, kind of, or screwing up those things. Failure is a normal part of life. You're not going to get everything you try for, but you have to keep trying. So that's one of my biggest fears. That's a big fear for me. Last thing that made me cry was that Eminem song about his mom. I think it's called We Are Who We Are or whatever, with the fun guy. Every time that song comes on, I cry my eyes out. Oh my God. I could cry thinking about it, because we all were there to see how angry he really was at his mom. To see him to come full circle now after making all this money and all this stuff, and come back to where he started and be able to say, hey, you know what, I didn't do that completely right. I have regrets. How I handled that, I think that is so just big and wonderful of him to do, because a lot of people, you know, might say it privately, or might privately apologize to, you know, the person they hurt. The same way he called her out on radio, he's apologizing to her on the radio, and I think that is so beautiful, and I'm happy to see them growing. Last time I said I love someone, just a few hours ago, before my husband passed out on me. Meaning behind my YouTube name. Okay, basically, I have, for a lot of my life, always been accused of, you think you're perfect. You think you're perfect. You think you're better than me, blah, blah, blah. God, no. God, no. Seriously, if I could, like, tattoo that on my forehead, like, I do not think I'm better than you, I would. Because I swear I'm the furthest from that. If there is anybody who understands that they are flawed, it is I. I'm not ashamed of being different. You guys see that. I do what I want. I say what I want. I say how I want to say it. And then one day I'm just like, I'm just going to embrace it. Yep. You guys think I'm perfect. I guess I'm Little Miss Perfect. And it just stuck. It's something that Khloe Kardashian just posted on Instagram or something. And it's so true. Where it's like, you know, don't waste your time trying to get people to understand who are, you know, determined to misunderstand you. I feel like if you sit down and talk to me, if you gave me a chance, you realize I will tell you everything. I will tell you everything. I'm doing the TMI tag on my own. I will tell you everything. Anything you want to know. I'm not going to hide it. I don't pull any punches. I gain weight. I eat crap. I stay up late. I skip school. Anything you want to know about, I will tell you. I have no shame about it because at the end of the day, I don't feel like you gain anything from lying because in the end, the truth is the truth. The truth is the one thing you can't control. So why wouldn't you embrace every second of the truth? I decided to embrace it, and that's why kind of satirically call it, the perfect life. You guys can see just how unperfect it really is, but you want to call it that, let's call it that. I love it. Now I kind of like the name, but I think it's pretty obvious that I am far from perfect. So it's kind of I don't know, I guess kind of ironic. So there's that. Last book that I read, Smoke by Ellen Hopkins. Book I'm currently reading. I have so many books started that I just haven't finished. I am desperately trying to finish the 50 Shades of Grey series, but oh my god, it's just so awful. It is just such poor writing. I can't read it. It's just, ugh. If you're in it for one reason, then it's great. If you're in it to read about, erotica, it's in there. Oh my god, it's in there in spades. But I kind of have to have a little bit more sustenance when it comes to the actual dialogue and the wording of things. And it ain't there, child. Last show I just watched Teen Mom before I went to bed. So there's that. Last person I talked to was my husband before he went to bed. The relationship between me and the person I last texted. Who did I last text? Was probably my mother. I'm guessing. She's my Pookie Bear. Hey, Mom. Favorite food? Probably lasagna still. It probably will always be lasagna. I love cheese and noodles and meat. Always. Place I want to visit. I'd like to probably go check out the UK just because I see so many things, like so many YouTubers and stuff from there. So that would be interesting just to check it out. And it's English. They speak English. So I wouldn't be that lost there if I were to get lost, which I probably would. Last place that I was, I'm guessing you're talking about traveling. The last place that I traveled to was, Bowling Green. My brother lives in Bowling Green, so we just went there. It doesn't really count. I'm like 40 minutes away, if that. But Bowling Green. Do you have a crush? My crush is probably my husband. It probably should be my husband, but that's a great thing about us is that honestly we really are each other's best friends, and we've been each other's best friends for about 8 years. So I continue to have a crush on him. He continues to do things that just amaze me and drive me crazy. Last time I kissed my husband was right before he went to bed. Last time I was insulted. Am I in jail? Then I was not insulted. Just kidding. Favorite sweet flavor is probably like custard. Oh god. Yeah. What instruments do I play? None at the moment. I used to play cello for a couple of years and I loved it, but it's a huge instrument and it takes a lot of money to keep up. But I was good at it too. Favorite piece of jewelry, probably my wedding rings. I also have this necklace that you probably... Oh, I'm not good at this camera still. And I'm not good at realizing to go backwards. But this cupcake... my husband got it for me. Probably about a year before we got married. And I just love it. It's a little gold cupcake. I just think it's so cute. I wear that every day too. As well as my wedding rings, of course. Last sport that I played... Sleeping? Is sleeping a sport? Because I'm the master. You just sent me to the Olympics for sleeping. Last song that I sang. Oh, well, I just watched Frozen. Hi, guys. Hi, Frozen fans. I just watched Frozen for the first time, and so they have the cutest songs like, Wanna Build a Snowman? Yes, I do! I love that. That movie was super cute. It's worth the hype. It's a cute movie. Very good. Favorite chat up line? Is that like my favorite pickup line? My favorite pickup line, probably from Hall Pass, where he goes, how much does a polar bear weigh? Enough to break the ice. I'm Fred Seeger. Love that, because it's just super corny enough, and you're going to be like, wait, what? But it might work. If a guy were actually trying to use that on me, I probably would be like, you know what? I'm going to talk to you, because that was just really daring. Have I ever used it? Like, don't you see all this? They come to me, honey. No, I haven't ever used a pickup line before. I probably should have before I got married. I'm going to try it on my husband in the morning. The last time I hung out with anyone was yesterday. My husband and I went out to eat with one of our friends from high school. So that was fun. And I ate a steak, so that was good. And who should answer these questions next? Who should not answer these questions is a better question. Because everybody needs to answer these questions. If you don't, I'm gonna be outside your living room looking like this. So, everybody who watched this that hasn't done it and wants to do it, please do it. I'm gonna watch it. I wanna be nosy and get all up in your business. So, do it. Thanks for watching and good morning. Bye, tubers.